Right, I want to have a look at this war here in Etruria, because Etruria again is facing off against a huge amount of troops. He has, or had his ally, siege Histria, Frentania, sorry. So it would be wise possibly to piece them out as soon as possible, although I don't see their troops here. I think, is that your troops there? Yes, there is a few troops there. But that's rough. He is trying to siege their capital, and it looks like he's going to win this race. But I don't think he's going to be able to win this without losing Ancona, as in sieging everything. That is a little bit too many troops. We'll have to keep an eye on it, though. Let's just have a look around a second. Alright, so we got Egypt as well at war, although Cyrenaica looks like they're the ones that are taking on Ammon now. And Egypt, have you peaced out? Nope, you're still at war, you're just... Oh, you've taken the provincial capital, so this portion of Ammon is yours, no matter what. If we swap over to the point of view of Ammon, Cyrenaica has just sieged their capital. Now, are you allied with Cyrenaica? No, you are not. So, what is Cyrenaica actually going to get out of this war? I mean, I can't imagine he would be very happy with 22 pops here. But if Egypt takes this, that's all he's going to be able to take. Unless, and this is a big unless, we see something like this happening, which he would accept right now. This is the only way he gets a reasonable amount of land. That would put him at war, however, with Kush and Egypt. So, we're going to have to keep an eye on that. There might be some bad blood here. Kush is allied with Himjar and Egypt themselves. And Kush is still a regional power. No, they're not. Kush is a major power. There we go. King of Kings gives them +2, and then Major Power gives them +1, so they can have a maximum of 3 player allies. They've currently got 2, so no problems there. Let's go and have a look at India. Andhra seem to... Yeah, there's still no war against Kalinga. Alupa has taken a bunch of territory now. It seems like Boja didn't really get much, but after last session, where Boja took a lot of land and Alupa took nothing, I feel like that's probably fair. Madra is at war with Kuru, and yeah, they should be able to quite easily gobble up a bunch of land there. There is no player in Alexandria Liman. I think there was in the previous session, but no longer. And we have Bactria here. I think it's not being played. Oh, no, Foghorn is here in Bactria. That's the one I was looking for. We had that absolutely awesome last-minute save in Garuli. And didn't seem like he's taken much land since then. He took just these 2, maybe 3 cities. Hopefully he's going to be able to expand this session. Iberia here, are they at war with anyone? No. They have an army marching through Median land right now, which is interesting. They are allied though, I think. Persis, Syria, and Parthia. No, they're not allied, it's just military access. Fair enough. Looking back at Etruria, this do-or-die war for Ancona. The enemy has been driven away from Ancona, although I can't see where they went. Because I don't see a whole lot of enemies now. If we switch the Umbrian perspective, where are your allies? Oh, there are none. That's interesting. Ancona, if we switch to your perspective, you're still in 3 wars. Umbria versus Ancona, Etrusca versus Marcia, and Sinonia versus Ancona. So, Sinonia, where are your troops? Your entire alliance is currently fleeing north. Fair enough. I just want to keep an eye here in case I see some blue flags. I wish I had this outliner a bit bigger. That would be nice. I might ask Starchitec to add in a little button to expand this all the way down. That would be pretty nice. I'll make a note of that. Looking at Iberia, Illyricovonia is still at war with Ilargetia and Cessitania, and while they haven't made much progress, they also haven't been sieged. It looks like their allies are about to be attacked. Actually, no, it's not his allies, it's actually him. By 4,000. That doesn't seem like it's going to go very well for him, though. I'm going to pump it up to speed 2 as well. Completely forgot to do that. Alright. Calamari, thank you very much for the diamond, man. Much appreciated, buddy. The stream should not be in 360, but you can change it now that I am an affiliate on DLive. It's just at the bottom right of the stream. All right. Let's have a look around here. New player in Tecta Sagia is currently fighting against the Consorani. He's only going to be allowed to take 2 cities from them, though, because of the rule we have against, going too far outside of the play area. That does actually make him quite locked in. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. I think it's a little bit too late now. Oh, thank you very much for the ice cream as well, Calamari. Much appreciated. It seems Foghorn is back in. I thought he desynced. Yeah, he is 5 days behind or so. It did say he desynced out, and I didn't see him come back. So that is very, very strange. Looking at Nineveh and the Babylonian War. Nineveh, I think that's their capital, is sieged, and I can't seem to click in here. Yeah, it seems Foghorn is crashing out. And apparently, the AI of either Umbria or Sinonia in that war there bought some mercenaries, but they were full of chariots, so that's why the Etrurians were able to crush them so convincingly. Can I please switch to Babylon now, though? That would be quite nice, please. Okay, is Foghorn making it go so slow, which is unfortunate. Where is Foghorn? There he is. Hey, Foghorn, did you crash, by the way? Hello? I think his AI has gone dead. Alright, well, I guess I'll pop him back where he was and hope he comes back to life. Very, very annoying that that's happening. And I can't like kick him to make it go faster either. Be another nice thing to add, the ability to kick players. And Foghorn's left the game. There we go. Syria's flag is so nice. Yeah, I agree. I love it. It's very, very pretty. And now for this Babylon War, we've got quite a few cohorts for Babylon. Not bad sized army at all. What is their economy like? Fairly decent. They're spending about a third of their economy on the army, which, it's reasonable. Forts and wages making up the bulk of the rest of it. Yeah, it looks like they're going to expand very, very nicely. They're probably not going to be taking anything in Osrone. So, yeah, being at war with them is not helping at all. Karen is allied with Armenia and Comanches. They're sort of blocking the way there. Syria, how are you doing? 639 pops, whereas Babylon are 1122. We got Media on 923 and Iberia on 967. And Persis lagging behind in 505. Those are the main participants on what I assume is going to be the war to come. So it'd be a good idea to keep an eye on that. Let's have a look at Syria's economy as well. Making 30 ducats and spending the vast, vast bulk of that on his army. That's quite quite the amount. Especially when we consider that Babylon was spending a lot less than that. And it looks like his army is marching, or is stationed, I should say, rather close to the Babylonian border. Yeah, we've got 23 ducats for the Syrians. We've got 15 ducats only for the Babylonians. The Medians are spending 13 ducats, and the Persians, I don't know, spending 9 ducats. So Syria definitely spending the most money on his military. He's got, I don't really know what I'd call these armies. They're not my preferred balance of cohorts. Ooh, battle here that it does not look like Babylon is going to win, although there's a few donkeys in there, and he does have armies marching to help. Can he get in time? You're going to arrive on the 23rd. There's absolutely no way that this is going to survive that long, but it is plain, so you're just going to mop up the survivors, I assume. There we go. Lots and lots of cavalry in this army. And the donkey is immediately murdered. He's doing the job. He is doing the job. This large amount of heavy cavalry in the center for Safen, though. But yeah, the front line has collapsed. He's definitely won this battle. And killing, plenty more than he's losing. So that's fair enough on that one. Thrace and Athens are at war. Let's swap to the Athenian perspective. This war is against Aeolia. Okay, so this is one actually that I want to check from maybe the Pergamese perspective. We have Pergamon allied with Aeolia, Ionia, and the Antigonids versus... What the shit just happened there? Please. Go to Pergamon. God damn it, come on, there we go. So Pergamon, wow, has just completely murdered Galatia. And now he is involved in a war against Macedon. It's Macedon versus Aeolia. Macedon, Athens, and Thrace versus Aeolia, Aetolia, Ionia, Halicarnassus, Pergamon, Chalcidice, and Rhodope. And, I don't know, you've got 17,000 there. Unfortunately, Pontus will not be able to join this war. If we swap to the Aeolian perspective, it's going to be pretty rough. Perhaps it is Macedon's plan to attack Aeolia to get around Pergamon's alliance block. Plus getting rid of Chalcidice and Rhodope, and Aetolia will be very, very easy for them. I do not want to recruit mercenaries, no thank you. So that should be fairly easy, especially, this is going to fall very, very quickly, no problems whatsoever. Pergamon, though, really long. I've got a very large name. Will the Pergamese, which I'm now calling them, are they going to help? You're moving just to Bithynia Inferior. So, possibly? There is, if I was Pontus... or if I was Pergamon, I would be asking Pontus for some military access so I could stop these 2 forts from completing. This is a massive fortress that you do not want to be allowing to fall. Pontus is marching around, though. What is your plan? You're just marching just to here. Fair enough. I mean, could Pontus attack Thrace? That's the question. Thrace is allied merely with Epirus and Macedon, so, I mean, it'd be risky, but possibly worth it. Lycian is at war as well. Cyrenaica managed to actually take all of Ammon, so what is this war that he has found himself in? He is at war once more with Himjar, and this is Himjar versus Manea, or Maina? Manean? I don't know. Let's have a look from your perspective. You've attacked Ma'in, who are, I assume, allied with Kush. No, allied with Lycian, of course. I don't think there's anything really to worry about there. I don't think that's a proper player. Well, Pontus is at war now. How did you join this war? Is this a war of your own? Yes, Pontus have allied with Aeolia and been called into the war. So, what was relatively easy, I would say, for the northern Greek bloc is now very, very much undecided. Pontus, Pergamon, Aeolia, Ionia on this side. Rhodope and Chalcidice and Aetolia, I think, are all going to fall very, very swiftly. But these two being allied together and fighting together, I mean, that's a fair chunk of troops. 35,000 for Pontus alone is a significant amount. I don't know who this keeps swapping me to when I do that, but yeah. And Pontus is definitely going to be wanting to siege both of these border forts before they complete. Absolutely fantastic. Ionia is sieging the hills over here. I would probably try and stop this siege because he crossed over the strait for this siege. If you attack this army right now, it would be very, very painful for them. That -2 for the crossing penalty is nothing to be sniffed at. You do not want to be suffering that, my friend. Any other wars going on that I can see? Nope, just that Himjar one I don't think is really worth looking at. Umbria almost sieged up. He's now at war with... Oh, he's still at war with Marcia as well. That's... I don't remember who that is. Marcia? That's him. Okay. Yeah. Yes, taking that. Fantastic idea. And yeah, I think this is quite a few troops. Pergamon really, really wants to be working on this, though. I mean, I know he's got 15,000 there as backup, but you've got Pontus. This army needs to march down here and stop the Thracians in their tracks. This is the war goal. The war goal is for Mysia, right here. This is the only fort in Mysia. This siege needs to be stopped. It is pretty much the long and short of it. I don't know. I don't think they're doing this right. Is my personal and professional opinion. Babylon still fighting against the Nineveh army. Not much has changed there. And also, I did say in the previous session that this is a really bad placement for a provincial capital, but it is because the province loyalty is at 0%. So he can't change it. He can't change the place for the capital. So this is going to be very, very good for Syria. As soon as the war starts, this provincial capital will be sieged, and he can march through all of this desert, horrible territory without suffering any food-related losses. This fort still hasn't fallen. It is still alive. I really don't think this Thracian army needs to back up there, and the fort of Ilion has been sieged. They were not quick enough. They were not even close to quick enough. So now, what is the Thracians, the northern Greeks, going to do? Are they going to attempt to push over? Yes, they're going to take this city here. Which makes sense, because if you think about it, this fort is stopping these two from being sieged. And Kappa wants to join. I'll accept that. It seems to be a little bit more stable if we let the game run on speed 1 while this while the hut joins occur. So, who is Kappa playing? I have no idea. If we switch to... Oh, okay, so Thrace is one of the people who doesn't know how to switch map modes, but I think Pergamon does. There we go. Players map mode. Who is Kappa going to be playing as? No idea. Guess we'll find out in time. That's not you. I suppose he's going to have to join in before we can see it. Alright, so we'll just stick with the Pergamese perspective. He's currently trying to siege this hill fort. They're trying to siege that hill fort and this forest fort. All of these would give a -1 I think also this one might give a -2 because of the river here. So this is the one you really want to back up. You don't want to lose that. Over here, it doesn't look like there's a river, and here as well, no river. Let's see, is he in yet? Not quite, but it's okay, doesn't matter. Chalcidice has almost fallen, 2 forts left, and Aetolia. They've taken 1 fort, they've taken the mountain fort, but they have not gone for the mountain capital. He's going to liberate Thebes first. Athens is a player. Have you got an army? 2,000... You got an army of 2,000 strong. And you're drilling it. Where's the other 1,000, is my question. No idea. But whatever, doesn't matter. Kappa is not yet in. So I still can't see where he's going to be joining. What nation? The War over the Straits has more forts than the Maginot Line, yes, of course. Who's Babylon at war with? Babylon is at war with Media. This is finally kicked off. So, let's have a look from the Babylonian perspective. Syria, Media, and Persis, and Makkah. Nineveh is still at war with them as well. And to help him, Pontus, who is busy. Parnia, who might not be able to get military access. This is rough. This is very, very rough. Syrian versus Babylon, Media versus Babylon, and the war that we've seen already. So, Persis, I didn't see your name. Who are you allied with to join this war? Media, okay. Syria has got Antigonids with them. Are you at war with the Antigonids as well? Yes, you are. So, this is rough. This is very rough. And Edu has been besieged. Looks like there's going to be a rather large battle. We got... he's managing to get out just in time because of the road. Rough. Very rough. Still nothing going on there. Thankfully, if we keep with the Babylonian perspective, we can see how this is going from Pontus's perspective as well. I wonder what is going to be the outcome of this war. He's got himself some mercenaries. 20,000. Fairly decent general, level 12. And looks like this is going to be a rather chunky battle. 32,000 versus roughly the same on the other side. But the Syrians do have the benefit of the correct tactic. And that is not going to change. They do not have nearly as many troops, though, so until he gets some guys coming in to help. Holy shit, that level 15 came in, which is great. That 15 is fantastic, but he did not change the tactic. So, Media is coming in from the north, Persis from the south. Babylon is going to get horribly partitioned here. It's not going to be good for them. Still no Thracian counterattack on the Thracians, though. Sorry, Thracian counterattack on the Pontians. So, Syria's there. Is Antigonids sending aid? They are marching in with 7,000. 16,000 here, though, going in the opposite direction. Are you going up to Pontus? Is that what's happening here? I would recommend against it. Babylon, though, doesn't look good for him. Parnia is sat still, doing very, very little. It doesn't look like he's getting military access here. Military access grants it to Parsatunic, which is Media's friend, but no one else. No one else. You could try and get it through Parthia. Nope. So if I was Parnia right now, that is... Well, you could ask for military access from Hersania, so it's actually no problem whatsoever.